we picked up the phone one day, and it was a firm of lawyers in London, a big, prestigious firm of London lawyers, and they'd moved office, and they just had their new offices fitted out, and their big reception room on the top floor, where they had their parties and their, like this, their seminars, they put down white limestone everywhere, and it looked fantastic. And they had a welcome party for everyone, and they had drink and they had wine, and everyone had a very good time. And the next day, the floor was covered in wine stains. And they had a look at the floor, and they said, there's a problem with this floor, we can't clean it. And so they rang up the contractor, who said, well, it's not my fault, the tiler should have sealed the floor. And they said, what do you mean he should have sealed the floor? Tyler said, well, I wasn't told to seal the floor, you should have told me. The contractor said, I wasn't told to, it wasn't on the spec. The architect said, well, we don't deal with that, that's the contractor's fault. So they then speak to the stone quarry, who says, our stone doesn't need sealing, it's perfect. And the client, who were a firm of lawyers who understand what it is to be angry if something isn't fit for purpose, said, well, what is the solution? And they all got together, and the solution, they were told in their big party room, was do not have parties. And if you do, do not drink red wine, which was not a good solution. And there's a picture of what the floor looked like, because it hadn't been sealed. And so we thought, well, this is definitely something that maybe we can just, I mean, it's a very simple concept, but it's often forgotten about. But if we can highlight it and bring it to the attention, then I think we may be doing something useful, because you can't leave it to someone else. You know, someone needs to at least focus on this as a potential issue, so it's there in the mix. What happened to that floor? Well, we got involved on a consultancy basis, and we said, look, that didn't need to happen. You could have avoided that. All you needed to do was seal the floor. And that was accepted. And so in the end, it was impossible to clean it. The floor was ripped up, and it was put down again, and it was sealed properly. And we were asked to the second opening party, and it was a very good party. And it was all well. The problem was, and it probably still is, the lawyers said that the original floor was not fit for purpose, and they want their money back. They didn't want to pay double. So they are talking to the quarry, they're talking to the architect is talking to the contractor is talking to the tiler. The lawyers are very good at this, and they're enjoying it. And there is a £10,000 bill still outstanding, despite the lawyer's time, for all this issue. And we worked out that it would have cost 300 or 400 euros to seal it in the first place. So, you know, our message is simple. The cost of sealing a surface is not financially significant when you look at it, but the cost of not sealing a surface, as these people are finding, you know, is going to be significantly financial.